Starting the stream. Okay. Alright, today I'm going to study some terms that I've accumulated from just general practicing and playing Proto Bowl. Some of them are going to be in music, some of them are going to be in history, and others are going to be in science, which is the field I'm actually good at. So I'm trying to reduce the number of terms I need to learn for science, and then focus more on music since our team doesn't really have a person that's good at music. I might be that guy, but I also don't really play an instrument actively, so I'm not that in depth towards like different music understandings. That's why I need to improve. Alright, so we're going to start with the New World Symphony. Okay. Alright, so New World Symphony. Oh, or Symphony Number 9, yeah. Okay. Symphony Number 9 in E minor from the New World, aka the New World Symphony, was composed by Antonin Dvorak. Pronouncing this right? Dvorak.
Antonin Dvořák.
Antonin Dvořák.
Dvorak. Antonin Dvorak. Okay. Premiered in NYC, one of the most popular of all symphonies. Symphony Number 5, Astronaut Neil Armstrong. Okay. Completed in the building that now houses the Blocks Museum in Spiville, Iowa. Okay. Alright, Alright, New World Symphony. Alright, what is special about this? Performance usually here's 40 minutes, English horn. Ba 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 ba. Okay, cool. Work is in 4 movements. Adagio, Allegro, Molto. Largo, I think that's slower. Molto vivace. And Allegro con fuoco. Okay. So this has to do with Native American music and African American rituals. Okay, so Dvorak said that the US has the future of music because there's just so many different cultures. That was what he said back in the 1890s. Premiered at Carnegie Hall. Not actually used any of the Native American melodies. I simply written original themes embodying the okay. Felt them resources of modern rhythms, counterpoint, and orchestral color. Reception with thundering clappings. Felt obliged to stand up and bow. Okay, so this was very common. The spiritual like song Going Home. Dvorak's pupil. Okay, so I guess the rabbit hole then is who is Antonin Dvorak? Okay, he was a Czech composer. And he did not live that long after the premiere of the New World Symphony. Okay, he was a contemporary with Brahms. Strange State Competition. Simrock. Slavonic dance. It's a spot meter. 7th Symphony. Cello Concerto. Okay, works. He had Dvorak had 9 symphonies, right? He had new symphonic poems. Given opus numbers. Okay. Opus number. Yeah, okay, so these weird opus numbers, alright. Only 5 of his symphonies were first one published with the 6th. Hans Richter. 4 unpublished symphonies. Okay, that's why the New World Symphony has successfully been called the 5th, 8th, and 9th. Okay, but the New World Symphony is by far the most popular from the New World. Okay, so this is actually the 9th. Alright, and it was amazing how composers back then just composed with like a sheet of paper and imagined everything in their head. Whereas composers nowadays have to listen back and forth with their composing software, which is, I guess, it's just like how mathematicians did math back in the day. Okay, so we're in early days. Alright. 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9. Symphony number 9 in E minor again. This is the New World Symphony. It's also been used by the WWE as the entrance music for Superstar Gunther. That is crazy. Okay, so to sum up, Symphony number 9 in E minor, aka the New World Symphony by Antonin Dvorak, is a symphony that tries to capture a lot of different styles, whether it's African music, African American music, or Native American music, and tries to incorporate these styles in different forms. It premiered in the 1890s, and due to naming issues, was first named the 5th, 6th, 7th, or 9th symphonies, which means that, okay, it has a lot of different names. Could pop up probably as, I don't know, maybe the last clues for Dvorak, and clues for the symphony in and of itself might include like a starting part with different notes and then maybe transitioning into different names and inspirations. This is my prediction. Okay. Alright, well, he composed, in terms of Dvorak himself, he composed symphonic poems, which was invented by one of my favorite composers, Franz Liszt. Never implored by the more conservative romantic. Okay. So he's a romantic era composer. Concerti. Cello for violin, for piano and orchestra. Chamber music. Oh, he plays viola. Okay. Cool. Largo was one of the several pieces performance. Okay. Made up vocal orchestra made up of female prisoners. Dang, that is brutal. Asteroid 2055 Dvorak is named in his honor. Prague, Chechnya. Antonin Dvorak. Alright, cool. Alright. Okay, next we have more music. The 1812 Overture by Tchaikovsky. So, first of all, what is an overture? Okay. A concert overture. An overture is a musical introduction to a ballet, opera, or oratorio. Oh my goodness, I cannot type. Okay, what is an oratorio? Large-scale musical work. Okay, typically with a religious theme. All right. Okay, so it's basically the prelude by Tchaikovsky. Commemorates Russia's successful defense of the French invasion in 1812. Debuted in Moscow in August 20th. Conducted by Leopold Altani. Almost finished Cathedral of Christ the Savior. Wow, that's a large cathedral. Okay. So the historical significance of that is Russia's defense in the French-Russian War conducted by Napoleon in the early 1800s. So that would be the main theme. Don't really have time to listen to it, so let's just maybe read some more stuff. Okay. It was played in the cathedral to make things worse. Okay, wait, when did this? Oh, this debuted in 1882, not 1812. Alright. While the resources and supplies lines were overextended, moved into Moscow. Quarters of Moscow was burned to the ground. Winter stores had to retreat, being obstacles, famine, typhus, freezing temperatures, Cossacks. Yeah, okay. Okay, so it was to glorify the victory. All right. Okay, more history. The Albigensian Crusade, or the Carthage Crusade, was a military and ideological campaign. Pope Innocent III. Didn't know there was a Pope Innocent. Okay, to eliminate Cartharism in southern France. Massacre against the Albigensians by the Crusades. Cartharism. Okay, so it's the Carthage Crusade, or Albigensian Crusade, which was against the Cathars, who were sort of Gnostic and sort of dualist. Oh, the poor dualists. Okay. Okay. And it was under Pope Innocent III. Let's look at that. Okay, it was in office for 18 years. He did look very innocent from this photo. In fact, his eyes were almost a bit too scary to face. Oh. Okay, that is the Albigensian Crusade, or Carthage Crusade. Alright, Jurchens. It's funny because I actually know the term in Chinese but not English. I am ethnically a Jurchen. or a Manchurian. Well, at least from my mother's side. But I don't know. I actually didn't really look into Jurchen history. But yeah, there's this cool writing. This is Manchurian. It's read from top to bottom. Yeah. Yes. So it's mostly northeastern Asia or Manchuria, named Manchus by Hong Taiji. Yeah, so a glimpse into my humble origins, so to speak. The Jurchens were a barbarian tribe, really, that originated in northeastern Asia, around northeastern China, and maybe like Siberia. And what happened was they were similar to many of the other cultures in northern Asia, like the Mongols, in that they premiered in hunting and in feats of strength and aggression, but really they were also sedentary as opposed to being always on the move. So that was the main difference. Um, and they produced, or they ruled the Jin kingdom in the early 1100 AD, and then the Qing dynasty around the 1600s AD. And so that was their main dominance, and obviously the Qing dynasty was the last Chinese dynasty, so they played a role in that. It was funny though, because I didn't know that we were called the Jurchens. So Jurchen, or the Chinese name Nuzhen, literally means like true woman, which is actually just a sound translation from the actual name, which is Juchen or Jusen. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Lorian Hansberry. Let's see who she is. Oh, she was born in Chicago. Okay, American playwright and author, first African American author. Show up on Broadway. And she only lived till 33. Best known work, A Raisin in the Sun. Oh, Black Americans in Chicago under racial segregation. Okay, so I should really read. So Hansberry was a playwright. She wrote extensively about segregation, especially in her book Raisin in the Sun. Okay, her death. She had pancreatic cancer, age 34. That is very sad. Well, yeah, she barely lived, or she died at the beginning of the Civil Rights Movement, which was sad because that was when things actually took a turn. I suspect that she saw the contribution strain which killed her. Okay. beliefs. Marriage and personal. Okay, she married a Jewish publisher, so a political activist. They moved to New York, or they moved to Greenwich Village. And, okay. Alright. Okay, so Hansberry wrote A Raisin in the Sun, primarily talked about segregation. Okay, moving on, let's talk about the little Albert experiment. Classical conditioning in humans. Oh, this was building from Pavlov, who was really the father of classical conditioning and whatnot. Okay, let's see what this says. Classical conditioning in humans. Condition to phobia, emotionally stable child, chose 9-year infant. Battery of baseline emotional tests exposed briefly for the first time at White Rat Rabbit. Okay. A lot of stuffs. Okay. Show no fear of any of these items during the baseline tests. Exam proper. Put on a mattress on a table in the middle of the room. At this point, a loud sound behind me, striking a steel bar. Response to the noise that crowd showing fear after such move out upon seeing the rat became very distressed. Crawling away. Apparently, the infant associated with the white rat with the noise, originally neutral stimulus became a conditioned stimulus. Okay, further experiments seem to generalize the response to the rat. Several other experiments. Santa Claus mask. Not extend everything with hair. That's true. There were no control subjects. It could be hard to conduct in compliance with current laws. Identifying little Albert. Worked in the same building at once. Did not know that the tests were being conducted when she found out. She took Albert and moved away, leaving nobody. The wet nurse at the hospital, coerced and unable to turn out a request for her baby. Oh, okay. Sorry, that was a very erotic image. I was not expecting that. Yeah, okay. Okay, claimed to be Douglas Meridi or William Albert. Okay. This was in the early 1920s. Okay, so to recap, the little Albert experiment was an experiment where they tried to condition the appearance of certain objects with something that's actually frightening. So, for example, the frightening sound of a big metal bar clashing with a rat. Okay. All right, moving on. Claude Lévi-Strauss. Oh, wow. He lived to 100 years old. That is very impressive. Just barely, less than 101. Claude Lévi-Strauss. Not the guy who made jeans. That's the other Lévi-Strauss. Okay. School structuralism. His work key in the development theories of structuralism and structural anthropology. Collège de France. Académie Française. School for the Advanced Studies and Social Studies in Paris. Savage mind had the same structure as a civilized mind. International Nonino Prize in Italy. They make alcohol. Okay, so as a one-word summary, it's about structuralism / anthropology with a savage mind. La Pince Savage. La Pensée Savage. Like Pensies, you know, by, whatchamacallit, by Pascal. So, Pensies means mind. Right. Yeah, Pensies, the mind. Okay, structuralist approach to myth. Okay, Claude Levi-Strauss and Noam Chomsky. He is a professor at MIT. Okay. Okay. Linguistic theory. Biolinguistics. Okay, genetically inherited, same underlying linguistic structure, responsive to sociological differences. Radical behaviorist. Universal grammar. Inductive reasoning, okay. Okay, and then there's personal views. Okay, so linguist MIT believes that all people basically have the same capacity of learning a language due to genetic abilities. Right, moving on. Esotericism, yeah. The etymology is more important, but esotericism is basically the study of things that are hard to comprehend, or Western mystery tradition. Okay, it's the study of mysteries, the studies of strange or, well, not strange, but just um, hard to access things, I should say. Okay. All right, Reconquista. Oh, so the white light is a lot brighter in my face. That's why dark mode is better for my eyes. Okay. The Reconquista, or Reconquest of Andalus, sequence of military campaigns at the Christian kingdoms or against the Muslim kingdoms, following the Ahmed conquest of Hispania. Okay, so this is... Okay, so the Reconquista is sort of similar to a crusade, where it refers to battles between Christian kingdoms and Islamic kingdoms in Spain. Okay. Thomas Steuben. Okay, he's a fictional character and has a lot of different appearances. Okay, the focal character of William Faulkner. Absalom. Okay. Absalom. Cool. 14 running errands. I should really read Absalom. Okay, Agora. Agora is a city-state, right? Oh, central public space. Okay. Response to accommodate the social and political order of the Poils. Agora is a gathering place to assembly. Agora. The ancient Agora of Athens. Well, this is really cool, actually. Alright. And then we've got some more music. We got Felix Mendelssohn, who died pretty young. Yeah. Lived 36 years old. Or 38 years old. Okay, early Romantic period. Symphonies. There's no Overture, Midsummer's Night Dream, Wedding March, the Italian Symphony, the Scottish Symphony, Oriental of St. Paul, Elisha, Overture, the Hebrides. Violin concerto, string octet. Hark the herald angels sing. Songs without words. Okay. Looks like someone I know, honestly. Composer steady. Ooh, wow, very classy. She's married. They have 5 children. Second youngest child had measles. Okay. And Gustav Mahler. Austro-Bohemian romantic composer. Late romantic era. Going into the early 1900s. Mahler is from Bohemia. Music. Okay, let's creative periods. Late romantic. Style. Okay. Don't think there's a lot of works. I have to listen more to Mahler. I know he has a lot of cello-related music. Yeah, you're gonna have to listen more. Gustav Mahler. Oh, he has in the Hall of the Mountain King. So. Okay, cool. All right, moving on. Progesterone. What is progesterone? Involved in the menstrual cycle, pregnancy, and embryogenesis. Okay. Brain function as a neurosteroid. Neurosteroid. Electrical activity. Okay. Steroid, prostrogen, sex zone, progesterone, activity, progesterone. Okay, all right. That is all the terms. Oh, whoops. I will